Right now to the start, and here we go. And we've got the 22 going down,
flag
and the 95 going high.
Nate
big bump
to an early lead, but
who's
here
that?
comes Tim Olson.
Get a good view on
Already
the 14
too wide,
right here.
fanning out further back in the pack.
With three, the camera. We're on board with Zane Smith, who is high in the first, I believe so. No, he's not in first.
And problems for the 10.
Sixth.
The 10's slow on the back straightaway. That's Tanner. Tanner slow to get around in turns 3 and 4. He's got that straight though.
The 22 is sailing high on this low side, and the 48 is tailing with the 14 coming out of turn 2. So
This is going to be an interesting race. It's the first race of the Snickers Cup Series playoffs, and there's a lot of storylines heading into this race.
So the 22, so I was too busy trying to figure out what's going on. So let's get back to the pack.
I was sitting here like shouting, talking about Dylan's paint scheme, about how it's a throwback to Jimmy's 2015 paint scheme in the Cup Series, and hoping it'll bring him luck in the Snickers Cup Series. I was talking about the battle, as this is a huge battle. That's a bunch of cars, about 5-6 cars under a blanket.
Oh, the 14 almost got taken up by the 48, and the 3 pushed the 48 high.
Dylan Thomas looking for a way to get around the 14.
3 wide through the turn of turn 3 and 4.
Grayson stuck in the middle of this 3 wide action. He now jumps down to the bottom behind the 36 of a Burr. Action early on in tonight's race. We'll take a short break and listen to these messages. We'll bring you the action right after this.
Past the oversight, I'm just trying to make it killing. Didn't happen overnight. They talk about my name so much they start to get over. I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Are you driven? Are you bold? Can you turn this into something on your own? I gotta ask you, what's your motivation?
We're back as Dylan Thomas has now taken the lead away from the 14 of Alexander Cooks. But if we look further on back, Burr and Tim Olson side by side for 4th.
The 22 and the 14 are battling hard, but the 48 is battling the 14 since the start of the race. We've seen 3 wides, 4 wides, the straights. Here they come out of turn 2. What a beautiful camera angle, actually. Look at that. It's beautiful. Camera shaking. Yeah, 22 is sailing right behind him. He's charging, but did not get enough speed for him to get past. So he's going to make the high line work for him, but still didn't make it.
Looking back further in the pack, the 10 of Tanner has made his way back up to the back end of this pack after passing at least several cars to get back up here, as he had an earlier accident on the first lap. It was a single car spin, but he is now back in contention of this race and is right on the back bumper of the 18 of Jacob Brooks.
There he goes. He's going to try to use that high. He's going to stay with low. He's going to play with that bottom.
Low.
He's playing with that bottom a little bit. There he goes.
Contact,
there we go.
Going underneath. And
Still
a
didn't make
big
it.
block by the 48 of Dylan Thomas. But here comes Nate Smith looking to get underneath the 48 here in turns 1 and 2.
That 48 car is determined to keep him behind him. And that 22 is struggling to get past
each other
him.
down this back straightaway. And if these two make more contact and eventually take each other out, look who's in the catbird seat.
And your 48 is right behind the corner panel going down.
As there's a car around on the front straightaway, it looks to be the 7 of Zachary Olsen. He gets down to the apron right before the leaders get to them. Chicagoland.
I have not seen a better race since 2012 on the Chicagoland, because usually Chicagoland is the hardest track you can race on between going 3 wide and 4 wide and battling each other around the corners. Because this track...
There's a caution out on the racetrack. Olsen went around. He's going back to get his position. In this, the one driver that actually benefits from this the most, not only, well, there's 2 drivers. You have the 10 of Tanner.
Whoa.
And there's multiple cars around in the back.
I don't know who that was, but someone took out the 8 car.
Tanner was in it. Joey Horta is in there as well. Zach Olsen as well is involved. They're wrecking under caution.
If you guys are wondering why they're doing this at a caution, it's because we don't have a pace car for these races. So we disable cautions to do manual paces for pits and restarts. So we have to follow the speed of the leader car.
Let's talk about one of our playoff drivers who's in the race tonight. Is that 48 of Dylan Thomas. Dylan announced earlier last year, or at the end of last year, that this season and after season 7 are going to be his final seasons in the Snickers Cup Series.
Somebody have a snow day.
As it looks like.
Snow day. There's not snow in Chicago right now.
Joe Herta and Zachary Olsen that are in the grass as pit stops are underway.
14 is on the 48. And we'll see how this is going to be fun. There they go. The 22 and the 48 is going back at it again. The 95 is going to drop back, and the 36 is going to be in front, and the 14 is going to make a big push for the 95.
The good thing about this racetrack is that there's multiple grooves for these drivers to use. For me, in the truck race, I mainly ran the bottom 2 lines along the apron and along that first seam on the racetrack. Some of these guys like to run a lot higher up, run the quote-unquote Kyle Larson line around the top end of the racetrack up along the wall. Chicagoland produces a lot of great racing in these corners, and we've seen it so far tonight, 28 laps in. The 52 and the 13 were in the grass, and the 3 and the 4 wreck again.
14 and the 48 is going to be back at it again by going a corner panel in the grass again in the pit road.
These pit stops have been absolutely wild.
I know.
It's a good strategy by the 14 to try and close up as much of the gap as he can in the pit road. But sometimes it can lead to bad things.
Okay, I don't know what to say about those 2 cars, in the 95 and the 12, or so. I think it's a 12. Who was that who did that? Nate.
Might be the
Nate.
7.
Scar Insane, Z13.
That would be the 12 of Zachary or not the 12, the 7 of Zachary Olsen. See, now you got me saying 12.
Well, I was racing the 12 in this league, so I was the 2 actually. I've been racing the 12 in the
you were the
series.
2.
Yeah. Was that in Martinsville? Did that happen in Martinsville?
Would have been.
Yeah, it was in Martinsville. Yeah. The Ron John paint scheme. I race that
Tim
paint scheme
Olsen
all the
and
time.
Alex Cooks are going towards the back of this pack.
Remember,
Dylan Thomas will lead him to the line. Nate Smith on the front row.
3 wide start.
And
We've never seen this before.
Green flag is in the air. And a Burr is going backwards. And 4 wide. Further up in front. 5 wide.
Big wreck in the
and
bottom.
the big wreck.
8 in the...
AJ's involved. Zachary Olsen's involved. Jacob Brooks. Playoff contentions. That was the big one here at Chicagoland.
5 wide is very hard to do at Chicagoland, but it is very possible if you guys have all steering wheels with each other and know how each other operates. Looks like we're all going to the pits again.
Pit road is open. Who's staying out?
The 8 car is staying out.
AJ Leadums.
I like how he's staying out.
Big strategic call by AJ Leadums as he now takes over the lead.
We're almost to the line, and the flags will drop when they hit it, and this is where they're going to start. The 10 will take first place. The 13 is going past 8. But 4 wide, 5 wide into the turn of turn 1 and turn 2. But going 4 wide is still a little hazy right there. I think my money on is for who's going to win this has to be if Jacob Brooks gets into the playoffs right now. But on the other hand, he's been missing quite a lot of races that I've been hearing, right?
Yeah, Jacob has had a couple races where he has missed. It's definitely not been an easy season for him, as he's had, the defending series champion has had, as you would say, a very Kyle Busch-esque season. Going from winning the championship a year ago to now winless this year. And was on the verge of missing the playoffs.
Oh, it looks like the 14 is coming up close to the 48. Big push for the... Oh, they're going to... Oh! 22 moved up oh, there's a big crash behind them. Big crash. 1 car, 2 car, 3 cars, 4 cars were involved. 13 to 36. They see it. Not Sonico. Snickers Cup Series for Season 7. More information will come across once Season 6 concludes this May. Which is very, very good, actually, to hear that Brandon Crisco is working with something.
Yeah, I've personally raced with Brandon in his Xfinity League that he has, and he does an amazing job with not only racing but doing his broadcasts on Twitch, and he does a really great addition to our broadcasting team.
Our time's never